Welcome back to our second episode, and we have a name now. It's called Our Indonesia.
Yeah, finally we found a name. How did we find it? It took us how much beer?
2.5, and just a little thinking, and it was there. It just came, and it was wow. We have a name, and we're gonna continue to tell you guys about Indonesia. Please subscribe and like us, so we can continue telling our stories if you like it. We continue our story about this beautiful country.
Our shirt.
Oh yeah, okay. The first time we had both batik shirt on, and now only I have a batik shirt. Yeah, so basically batik is a process of wax with resisting dyeing clothes like this, and they make beautiful patterns. It's a 2,000-year-old technique, as far as I know. It's actually first invented in Egypt, but they don't use it there anymore, or very rarely. But in Indonesia and Java, it's very, very famous, and especially for people that want to look neat, formal, government people. If you go to a business meeting, the president wears it, so the government people wear batik, so it's a very formal official shirt.
Yeah, since a few years. I also wear it on Fridays, just like the government people and in schools nowadays.
Yeah.
Teachers and children alike.
Yeah.
They normally have one day a week, which is the Friday. You wear your formal batik one, batik clothing. I also wear it on Friday. Nowadays, when I'm outside, people look at you like, that's a foreigner, right? Why is he wearing batik? Well, because we're in Indonesia.
They respect
that. So it's
see you in batik. You're neat. You're well dressed with batik. So that's how it works. A couple months ago, I was walking.
You found a hole.
I found a hole. I was walking on the sidewalk, and there are not many sidewalks in Indonesia. Mostly you just walk on the streets. But if you find a sidewalk, there can be gaps, big gaps in there, and especially when it was evening. In my case, there were big gaps, and I was falling inside it. I was, man.
You have to explain the sidewalks here normally are also storm drains. So you have a U-shaped drain, which is basically covered with concrete, which is your sidewalk.
Yeah.
But if someone works cleaning the storm drain, you have to take off the covers. And if you don't put them back,
then you're it's a big problem. And that's not only the only traffic or sidewalk or street problem that they have in Indonesia. Look at the traffic itself. It's not really well organized. It's not really disciplinary, right? And
big reason or not at all?
Not at all. Actually,
I think you can say not at all.
Yeah. And furthermore, when you had a zebra cross, right? In here, it's actually just a road decoration, basically. In Indonesia, they call speed bumps polisi tidur. Polisi tidur means literally sleeping police. There are a lot of speed bumps, sometimes a couple of meters from each other, because they need to push the Indonesians to follow the rules.
That's an amazing clip, the one you mentioned earlier. There's like 5 speed bumps in 15 meters of...
Wow, yeah.
So you have continuous up and down. It doesn't make any sense.
It's very annoying, of course, for people that really want to drive safe. It's not safe at all. There are accidents. There are crazy actions. There are funny actions. There are road decorations for without any meaning. So is this something else? Yeah?
How's it look, David? It's a different world here. Did you see the clips about for tourists behaving badly on the roads in Bali?
Oh, yeah, many of them actually.
Yeah,
the last one.
Yeah, and there's quite a few ones that I've seen now, and I don't know why they came up in my feed, but not feed in like down here, but TikTok feed and Instagram feed.
And they're very rude as well. They're looking for trouble as well.
They're rude. There's some rude ones, but there's also there are a few people that don't seem to understand you need to wear a helmet on a motorcycle. People, by law, you have to wear a helmet on a motorcycle here. And please don't be the stupid foreigner that is filming yourself How can a motorcycle without a helmet? Because you're filming your own crimes. Why would you do that? Come on.
Yeah.
Be smart, people.
Yeah.
Don't do that, and also wear a helmet.
You will probably go out of the country and get deported if you continue like that.
You will be the first, though. I've seen it happen a few times already, especially in Bali. They have a few of them.
Yeah.
I don't really know how many are involved in problems on the street.
Yeah, so basically, if you just want to live in Indonesia, or you want to have a good long vacation or short vacation, follow the rules, be nice to the people, don't be stubborn, and don't be arrogant, don't go against the local people or the government people.
You should enjoy your holiday. Wear a helmet, don't film your crimes.
So don't film your whole crime. Don't do that. It's not really smart, I think.
And a good one, stay on the right side of the road.
Yeah.
She is the left in the country.
Yeah. And also don't film your friends if you don't want to film yourself. Don't film the crimes of your friends as well. Don't do that.
Only if you don't like them really, and you have to be expound.
Yeah, only that. Yeah, then you can do that. So, yeah. Dangdut is a dance that is basically a mixture of different sources. Indian, that's where I'm originally from, by the way.
Yes.
Indian, Malaysian, Arabic, but even the modern hip hop kind of thing, they mix it all together, and they have different styles. Some styles they dance a bit heavy or sensual, or every kind of different ways. But yeah, the music is I like it. It's really Indonesian.
It can be really noisy, by the way. You have different types indeed. You have the original ones, which is without bass, without house music mixed into it, but it's traditional, made on local instruments. You also have the modern one, which is, for me, just complete noise. It's sterile.
Yeah, it is very different.
There's something in between is okay.
It's very different, and they try to have more Western influences. Oh, yeah, they should it because it's an Indonesian.
No, but it's okay.
A little bit is okay, but
cheap music is a little bit influence from everywhere, basically.
Yeah.
Together, make a soup out of it.
Okay, for me, what I like for the food, for example, is Padang food.
Yes.
That's in Sumatra, south of Sumatra. It's very famous. You have it all over Indonesia. You have warung Padang, so Padang restaurant, where they have the favorite one is rendang, which is a kind of masala. And we talked about masala.
Masala.
It's influenced with the Indian style as well, and I love it. So.
Right. But the thing is, everywhere where you go, you will find rumah makan Padang. Except when you're in Padang.
Oh, is that so? I never been to Padang.
No, I've been there.
Yeah.
They don't have any warung Padang here.
They just have restaurants where they have.
I think they have empty because all the people moved out to sell their food.
Yeah.
So they don't have any people left in their own town. So maybe the people who live there are from someone else and they sell Padang food. I don't know. But
or they just hate the food. That might be one other kind of food. Go away with the food. To go to down. Do you remember on the street? There's like a guy in the morning. They're like. Deng 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 deng, bakso goreng 500-an. Meatball, 500 rupiahs.
Per meatball.
Per meatball, yeah. Not per dish, yeah.
You probably need a dozen or so to.
Yeah, so I thought it was a dish. No, it's only one ball. Bad. So yeah. But you hear that, and then you have a guy like tick 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 in the morning selling satay or selling meat or something. So they make a lot of noises on the street in the morning to sell food. They have their own sound.
Yes, you can hear what's approaching when you live in a local neighborhood.
Yeah.
You can hear what's coming, so you can move your ass outside and
exactly
to order the food.
Yeah, and furthermore, Indonesia has a lot to offer in Jakarta. We talked about Jakarta last week. The live music, nightlife, happy hours, ladies' night. It's almost every day in Jakarta compared with other cities in
Yeah.
Or Bali, of course.
Bali, but Bali's far away for us.
It's too far.
We're on the flight, and then, you can fly to Bali if you want, but no, it's better here first.
For me, yeah. So there, a lot of people, they like to live in Bali, that live here as long as us. or they choose a busy place, hectic place like Jakarta, and we are the last choice. We
live in the big durian.
Yeah, we live in a big durian, and a lot of people hate it. They cannot handle the traffic, cannot handle the noise, and
I can imagine.
yeah, some people don't even.
I don't blame that. Talking about Bali,
Yeah.
I found a discussion online about Bali guides, tour guides. There has been some discussion over a clip that I will show you right here somewhere, about a foreign woman guiding a group of people, apparently tourists, not their family, but just to run into a group of people. I had a discussion online with some other people, and the conclusion was, you have to be careful with that. I agree. I looked into it, and the law is really clear about that. Foreigners can't be tour guides.
Yeah.
That's the number one. So if there is a foreigner in Bali offering their tour guide services to you, that's illegal. You probably don't want to do that.
No, that's kind of maybe.
You can be a guide in Indonesia, especially this was about Bali, so let's keep it for Bali, right? You need to be Indonesian. You need to be living on Bali for at least 2 years. You need training in culture, Balinese culture, for at least a few months. And you need to have certificates to back up that you have been trained and live in Bali.
Yeah.
Which is perfectly logical, right?
Yeah.
You don't want to be,
Otherwise, you can't be another guide.
yeah, you don't want to have strangers on your island telling people stories that are not really true. So
I've never been there before.
might very well be.
Yeah.
So, be careful with that.
Yeah.
Stick with the local tour guides wherever you are, anywhere in the world. If you need a guide, make sure it's a local one. Ask for their permits to make sure it's a local one. Don't get scammed by someone that tells you it's local and doesn't have the permits.
Yeah.
It is illegal. Probably you are not the one to blame, but if something happens during the guided tour, you might not be insured for
Damage.
Is that right? Damaged accidents, personal accidents.
Yeah.
Your local guide is there to avoid those things from happening in the first place.
That's their job.
Yeah, that's their job. So use a local guide.
Apparently, about the story that I read on TikTok about a guy that actually a group of foreigners were just having fun, having a beer, and then I just saw animals in the house.
I saw that clip as well. Yeah, that's the one you sent me earlier, right?
Yeah.
That's your
Bed on the lamp.
Well, that's a huge bed.
A huge bed, and so a monkey going back and forth to say, well,
That looked like the Hangover, one of the
but yeah, animals don't go to your house automatically. Somebody had to bring him.
Yeah, I don't think.
I think the Indonesian guy brought him, but
Allegedly, we don't know.
we don't know.
But it's very uncommon for macaque monkeys with a long tail
to just enter your house.
in your kitchen.
Yeah, it's actually incorrect, of course.
I haven't seen it. That happen. Especially bats are nocturnal animals.
Yeah,
Most of these bats are, and they should be sleeping when you are having fun and drinking beer pintons
exactly.
on your couch. So
Exactly. So it's not the correct thing to do. I mean, I don't know if this guy was a tour guide or...
no, he was a famous TikToker.
Oh, I see.
I don't know the Indonesian dude's name, but I know the TikToker's name. Australian. He's shammyltd.
Shammyltd.
Yeah, I didn't know him. I just know him from that clip he had, but he has 6.5 million followers on TikTok. So
Right.
yeah, allegedly the monkey and the
bats
bat were brought in for entertainment purposes only.
Yeah, they don't go in the house by themselves.
But
So
I don't think it's the best thing to do for a TikTok.
it's
It's
not a good thing to do. It's not good for the animals.
We all do.
And that's what it is. Talking about animals.
Animals.
Actually, yeah. I found out that even in Java, well, it is rare. There's still tigers living in Java.
Yes. Oh, now I have to look for that clip that I saw earlier. That is...
I've seen a clip about a tiger in the middle of Java. I forget where in Java, but there are certain areas in the real jungle where they still can find tigers.
Yes. The Java tiger.
The Java tiger. They're not the biggest tigers, not the smaller, middle glass.
You don't want to run into one.
You don't want to run.
It's a big cat.
Yeah, it's a big cat.
I think I've seen that kid from a park ranger camera on the hills, on the foothills of the Panorama volcano in West Java.
I see.
Sukabumi area, it is still really green. Some areas. I think it's from
See, but you don't want to say hello to one.
No, you don't want to walk into one. But the thing is, they were assumed extinct.
Oh yeah.
So to find one and to capture one on camera was big news actually.
It was big news, and it's pretty recent, by the way.
Yeah, they have it earlier this month. I hope they are afraid of humans because humans might kill them.
Yeah.
I have to censor that again, but we don't want those last tigers to be killed for them.
Exactly.
So,
and
hopefully there's a family there, but we don't know.
Exactly.
Our studio with the beautiful white wall that you can't see because I keyed out.
Yeah. Is in an apartment.
11 floors up from the swimming pool.
Yes, exactly. Well, that's the thing about, you never really know if this is a level 4. You have to count it yourself. But if you go into the elevator, if you go to the elevator, they always cut number 13, number 9, and they switch it all so that I can show you a picture.
They might leave out number 4 because that's a bad law. That's for Chinese. If the developer is Chinese or number 4 out. Yeah.
Now, if the developer is Chinese or not, they do that everywhere.
Number 4 also. Number 13 is
all the elevators that I've been in Indonesia. 4 and 13, and more numbers is all messed up, so you never really know which floor you are. But
there was there seem to be more floors than there are.
There are some secret floors that nobody knows what happens there.
Originally, what I found, what I experienced when I was on Bali earlier this month. Yes, I've been to Bali and I've talked about it last time as well. But I remember something funny. We were in a not too cheap hotel, not a cheap as hotel, and with an old restaurant swimming pool, and we decided to order takeout food, and they delivered it to the hotel, and we were able to eat it at poolside.
Cool. Wow. Unbelievable.
Unbelievable. I didn't really realize what was happening actually, but that's something you can do in this country. That's
I have a similar experience, not in a hotel, but in outside food courts. And I'm sitting in restaurant A. They don't have the food or the drinks that I want, but next to it, restaurant B, they have it. So I order it from the restaurant B and eat it in the restaurant A. Unbelievable. That's possible here.
Yeah, that's something I've experienced as well. You can just order if you have a food court, you can sit outside, right? So we don't mean the food court with shared seating, but if you have like a cafe where you can keep your beer or they usually have some snacks.
So in the shopping mall, for example, they don't really allow that.
No, they were
right, but they don't. That would be very strange. But you could actually drink a beer, for example, in the hotel, right? In Bali.
Yeah, sure.
Just drink it in there in the swimming pool next to the swimming.
We took our beers from the local convenience store in the corner, which cost half price.
Yeah.
Look, I'm Dutch, so are you going in for the cheapest option?
Yeah.
It's the same called beer, same brand. So we brought a bunch of beer and brought it to the pool.
So nobody actually checking it.
They saw it.
They saw it.
No.
They did see it. They see it, but they didn't say anything.
No problem at all.
Oh,
no, so
unbelievable. Yeah.
I'm actually kind of shocked that worked. It's probably impolite to do. I don't really know. But if it's really impolite, they would have told me.
Yeah.
I guess.
Impoliteness, for example, the Indonesian people might also think if I say something to my guest, it's impolite too, and maybe he would make a problem. So they could decide to not say anything.
Yeah. Probably the hotel was upscale enough. To not disturb the guests over a beer or two. Could be as well. But I found it still quite amazing because I know from, not experience directly because I don't spend too much time in hotels in Europe or the USA, but I've heard stories that people find it really weird that's a thing you can do because in Europe apparently it's increasingly rare that you can order takeout food to your hotel because hotels need to make money as well.
Awesome. All of Europe. I hope you all liked this video, that you watched it with pleasure, and that it was learnful for you. If you have any questions about Indonesia,
Well, again,
please leave a comment.
yeah. See you next week.
See you next week. Bye-bye.